How do you address that? Okay, so how do you address the fact that I was held on the property, under false pretense of the COVID-19 rules when other clients were coming and going? Actually, this lady right here is the one I saw leaving the property, and I went, how long has that been happening for? And the staff were like, yeah, everyone's going. I didn't know. And then trying to extort money out of me, and then telling me, which I got a reporting of, them trying to extort money out of me for different services that other residents don't even pay for. $100 a hit. How am I going to pay for anything when I'm barely surviving off of $140 a month? That's my point. Why are they trying to extort me? Why is this a game? Why are people thinking that this is okay? Every community I go into. Yeah? Because the shit that I hear out of them, they seem to think they know who I am. This sort of bad behavior needs to be held accountable. And the ones in position to hold them accountable, if they're not, then they get held. That's why, when I did the LTB, that's why I've never lost a case. Not a human rights case. I've done 2 human rights, 2 LTB, and I've never lost a case, and no lawyer. Why is that? Because they can be held responsible. It's not okay for people to be bending the laws like they are, to be sabotaging people's lives the way they are. I came here with chemical burns. Eric didn't even want to, and I knew something was up when Eric, the next day, and I'm like, you need to take photos because I heal quickly. I had them all up my arm. I've got the photos here. He wouldn't even do it. And then when I had the big cysts, so my body healed in 2 weeks. They were all gone, but then my body was pulling in the toxins, and they were coming out in cysts. I had a big cyst on my ass, like a golf ball, and it was coming out black. And Eric, the doctor never, I was like, I need help with this. It was painful to sit and everything else. No one did anything. Finally, a staff member came with milk and bread and put it against my ass. And it helps. It pulled the poison out. And then finally the doctor came in and was like, oh yeah, well, and then every time I see him, I'm like, hey, where's that therapist? Hey, da-da-da-da. No one's done anything. That was a year ago. I suffered trauma, my dear. They've done nothing. They've stood in my way rather than...
Yeah, but it's hard because you're not agreeing to any therapy.
I do want therapy, but I will not go into an...
Give me names. Find people you would be ready to see.
Okay, so...
Because for us,
well, that's why I asked the doctor for a referral. I asked for a referral from the doctor, and he said he'd do it a year ago.
He would probably refer you to a hospital or mental health.
And I don't trust those organizations after what I've been through. I worked in the vulnerable sector for 20 years in Ottawa. And each one of those, when I was running around the city being chased and people refused my money after I beat my landlord and I still couldn't go into my home.
Yeah, but you see, that's not what's happening
That's exactly what's happening here.
No.
Yeah? Well, then you are either a part of the problem or you don't know what's going on. But that's not my concern. There's no reason for him to be telling community members. Then why is he slandering me? He doesn't even know me. Why is he telling community members lies? Why is he formulating? Why is he pulling staff members into the office and collaborating files for court cases when nothing wrong had been done? Why was he laughing about how why is he telling staff and community members that I'm undiagnosed schizophrenic? Why is he dismembering me like that?
Okay.
That's slander. Why? Well, then don't tell me it's not happening because it is happening.
Okay, but he never told me that. I'm out.
Well, let me help you out, dear.
Okay. The letter of...
And you want to know something? I never asked her for this. She came to me broken and crying because she felt so bad for what she did. The staff are told to treat me like shit, and that's your proof. And I have more for you.
Yeah, I remember receiving that.
I have more for you. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I'm not going. I just want you to get this before it lies away.
Yeah, and staff members are people are coming in. He can't even manage. He can't keep staff working here. Yet he's got time to be pulling shit on me and having staff collaborate against me and treat me like shit.
And what if staff tells you that it's because of you they don't want to work here?
Yeah, they did. They've been saying that, and that's why I pulled this up, because I knew you'd use that. I'll be there tonight. I want to hear what happened. It doesn't make any sense. I made it very clear when we talked about Kat, that's the girl that quit, she's talking to Eric, that what we talked